What's going on, good people out there in YouTubian land? It is the werewolf himself, always in black. You got to respect that. It is the bad wolf. What's going on, guys? All right, all right, all right. Let's get going. I caught you guys slipping. I haven't been done a show on a Tuesday in a hot minute. Yeah. Y'all was out enjoying life and doing stuff. And out of the woods came the wolf. Oh, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys have helped me get to 50,000 subscribers. I never thought in my life I would be doing something that I truly enjoy doing. So thank you, you, and you. Not the one in the back who didn't support me. Looks like an agent, but now you're still welcome to stay here. But you, and you. So all right, all right. So what is going on? So I don't even know. There's been lots of stuff on the across the board. Wow, I don't even know, man. So I don't have anything I guess distinctly set up for tonight. We're just jumping in old school style, Wiley style. Let me know where you guys are at these days. I am blessed. I am positive. My health is better. For those people who didn't know, my blood pressure was a little high due to some family stuff and baby mama drama and life and getting older. Got to change my diet and stuff. So blood pressure was a little high. So I've been working on that for like the last month and a half, and I can report that that is way better. A shot goes out to Lady Lisa out there, my ex. She has also done some improvements. She was in a scenario that before me that was very toxic, and so she has detoxed from all of the pain and suffering that she has gone through, and so she is now doing the same and helping her kids. This is something I've always wanted for her, and it is amazing because there are so many people out there who don't recognize, even her. She did not recognize that she had a problem. Everything was cool. And I talked to her privately, and she's doing much, much better. And yes, I see Julianne says garlic helps with the blood pressure. Yep, I've been on that too. So thank you for that. Compton in the house. I'm gonna get to everybody if I can. Well, we'll just say my more so recent kind of ex or whatever else has gone through the same thing. So unfortunately, it's like a lot of people just they don't realize that they are toxic. And I've been there. I was that person. I hate to admit it, but I'm grown, and so it is what it is. So I've been there. So my only thing is I like to help people no matter what walk of life we're in. Unfortunately, a lot of people, grapefruit. I did hear that was good, but I did not try that, Carissa. I might have to get that. So unfortunately, a lot of us are toxic. And so it's kind of funny because the system we're dealing with is toxic as well. It's one of the reasons why I brought that up. So we're dealing with a toxic system that was not meant to be the way it is. And so that's what we're here to do, is to provide a little sunshine and a little a little reprieve, a little energy, a little, hey, let's work together to get somewhere instead of trying to be the right person or the smartest person in the room. So to those people out there who I've cared for in my day in life and time, if I was ever toxic to you, I apologize. I am sorry. I've been healthy for many, many, many years now, and that's why I like to help other people get from their toxicity. So for those people who are still going through it, wake up and realize what you are, who you are. Let go of all the negative tension. Understand that you've carried a lot of negative things with you from your past relationships that maybe you're doing now. Okay, so stop trying to be the belle of the ball, and you can't do any wrong, male or female. I don't even care. So without further ado, I also want to let you guys know, if you have not seen, I have 5 additional channels now on YouTube. We're gonna be talking about relationships. We're gonna be talking about some toxic people. We're gonna be talking about aliens and technology, spirituality, news, all kind of things. So if you want to find out about those particular channels, go on Black Site 32. I have a new webpage on there called Social Media. You can find all the places where I'm on there. And, you know, you can find my channels and you can see which platforms I'm on. So that is it for that. I digress because we got other stuff to talk about. All right. So I'm going to jump back into the comments section. What's going on, Dylan? What's going on, John? Rotten Apple, good to see you. We got Deadly Venom. All right, all right. I also want to send a shout out to my boy JD. He found a fantastic lady, and they are when he was at his lowest, one of his lowest points, he actually met this really awesome lady and moved to a whole nother area, and he's been doing fabulous. So don't think I don't see you out there, brother. And to her father out there who I know watching my channel, appreciate you too, brother. So how's it going? You know, it's life. I've got good stuff, I got crap stuff. You know, just like you guys, nothing changes because I'm up here, you know what I mean? But thanks for asking. Overall, health is definitely getting better. I've got so much more energy. I got a workout room finally done in my basement. So it's every day above ground is a blessing, as the good people say. And who's that? Professor Curtis, OG. I'm on time. Yes, yes. Riding. Where have you been? I just been hitting the gym, and I've been going on walks and then runs. What's going on, Blissful Smalls? I don't know why that always just makes me laugh when someone's got the name Smalls in there. I love it. I love it from my heart. It's just, I don't know. It's made like having like a little creature. Hello, little one. Daniel Huff, what's going on? What's going on with everybody? Sending some love out there. Daryl, greetings, kings and queens. Yes, yes. James Bay, appreciate you. Asmuth from WV, West Virginia, in the house. Colorado's in the house. We got here. Okay, got that. Pennsylvania. We got Compton. Yay, yay. Tony Drew. Sorry, my bad. ATL's in the house. Bob Ward, glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate you for, you know, keeping an eye on your boy. Someone's got to, you know what I mean? Like I said, my family, a lot of them passed away about 5 years ago. So I jump on here to talk to you guys. You guys are my family. So appreciate you, Bob. I'll call you Uncle Bob. Julianne, garlic. Yeah, yeah. I got some garlic oil and drops and all that good jazz. Hey, from Louisiana, Capricorn 6954 in the house. Carissa, as always, good to see you. I know you always be keeping an eye on the wolf. Joy, peace. Peace, everyone. I'm new here, and I'm blown away by all the information. It's amazing. Yes, yes. Thank you for joining us. Let's give a round of applause for our new family member. We got somebody brought into the fam. Another fellow patriot. We are getting it. I was 211. Now it took me a minute. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, the whole thing is you got to take time for yourself, you know. And I like to run and gun, just keep it moving. And so, just little things started to add up. And then, like I said, with some of the family stuff going on, and then getting back to being recently single, with a very wonderful person. But in my perspective, you know, that person who actually was kind of funny because she commented on the girl before her. She was saying, that girl needs to detox. She needs to be by herself for a while. She's not treating you right, and this, and this. And then ironically, the one I was most recently with ended up being kind of the same way. And so when we broke apart, that kind of added up to my own stress because I was already going through some stuff. And I don't really blame her. I'm not mad at her at all. It's just, you know, I wish that we both would have been in a position where I wasn't going through my family stuff and she had already detoxed, and then it would have been fire. So what does the future hold? I don't know. But I just know that as the captain, I have to keep the ship going. You know, I don't have the luxury of, you know, taking too much downtime or completely going off grid. I just don't have that. I got people, places, things I'm responsible for, but my health is number one. So James, love it. Any open ham time in the future? Big YouTuber shared to Quan X pullover. Speaking of his no license, explaining the facts. Yeah, so one of the mistakes that we were making was that we did not have a private trust or a foreign trust, and our vehicles recorded into that trust, the title of the vehicle titled to the trust, and then the DMV updated with that foreign trust information. And as I mentioned before, when you go onto your state's legislative website, download their laws, their rules. We can play nice in a sandbox. We don't have to abide by theirs. That's their constitution for their people, which are residents of the state. Okay. But when you're operating under the Constitution and the Supreme Court rulings and information, you don't have to abide necessarily by what they tell you, but we do it to make sure that we are in compliance because we are in the same area. So we need to play together well. And the whole thing is that if you have anything with your real name on it and you're trotting around in your car, which I was guilty of that a couple months ago, I didn't have my trust done. I had it done, but I didn't have things updated. And I did it 3 days before I got my tickets the last time. Then you're not in compliance. Even us OGs, you know, we didn't have it completely right. Because when, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Anyway, when the lady who first kind of talked about right to travel, she didn't do all of these things. She just kind of went and did what she wanted to do, and she didn't get really harassed. And that's why most of us don't get really harassed. But the problem is that you have to look up your state's codes on foreign registration or foreign vehicle registration or non-resident vehicles, and then abide by those codes. And they're going to tell you your stuff needs to be on the top of your plate. You have to have where it's registered in that foreign capacity. Then you should have a copy of wherever it's recorded or registered, rather, recorded in your travel binder. So if asked, you can say, well, here, it's, recorded with a private foreign trust, and you move forward. Okay. But you have to have all those things done in order to do it properly. So it is what it is. We, now we have it mastered. There's nothing else we need to do. I literally can pull up the code and show you guys exactly that's what it says. And now that we've got, there's always going to be people out there, the auditors and whatever else, doing a little bit too much or whatever else. But the problem is that they probably haven't looked at their own state's legislative code. Okay. So Supreme Court and the Constitution say we can do what we want to do as long as we're not hurting anybody or depriving anybody of their constitutional rights. But you still have to not endanger public safety. So if you still have your stuff in the old legal name and not into a trust, so the trust is the owner, but you control the trust, then you're not operating right. Everything has to be either foreign or non-resident, okay? Because your name has been tainted by the state creating the birth certificate. That's joinder. So you have to get it out of their jurisdiction. So Daryl says, mental health is very real. My son and ex are bipolar and paranoid schizophrenic, and it hurts, but gotta live on. Wow. Yeah, there is, it's very real. You can't let anybody, no matter how much you love them, affect your mental health. The moment you start feeling like you're getting there, and don't get me wrong, a little bit of stress on the body is good because it helps the body to fight it and rejuvenate it, and then you come back from it a little bit stronger. You shouldn't have zero stress, because when you have it, then it'll wig you out. But yeah, mental health is very serious. When I was growing up, there was no such thing as that. You were called names by your parents or whoever, focus slapped in the back of the head and get back in there by neighbors, and other people called you names, so it's a beautiful day to be able to say, you know what, this hurts me. This hurts my mind. I'm tired. So that's one of the reasons why I started my other shows, because I have read, not licensed or any of that stuff like that, but I've been through enough stuff. I've read books and I've counseled many people. One of my biggest supporters is actually a life coach, and he gets a lot of his advice and thoughts from me. So if he can take my information and use it, I might as well do it as well. So all my other new channels are going to have stuff like that. So, but blessings and energy to them. If hopefully they're eating right, try to get them to relax and meditate. Look into vitamins. A lot of vitamins, a lot of supplements will help balance the body. And just trying to have them, de-stress as much as possible. World Negus is in the house. All right, all right. Stephanie, how can I stop a contract with probation from possessing, charged in Texas? That is kind of a longer, more in-depth thing. Probably something more so for the private, but in general, usually stopping a contract is within the first 3 days. And if from a possession charge, yeah, that's probably gonna be some more show we would have to talk about in the private, some techniques that you might be able to use. Obviously, no guarantees. But yeah, you're looking at the fact that they have your legal name, and that's who they're going after for what was done. And so you're looking at jurisdictional things to challenge, and you're looking at your name, and you're going to want to look into, did you sign anything? Because if you sign anything, then that's what brought you in. So those will be your tidbits for now. A6 grind time is in the house. Y'all, add my man up. A6 grind time. It's my young cousin over here getting it hot. He's got his own fire channel. So go check him out on A-6 _ grind time. All right, the man gets busy. Usually drops some great fire knowledge on Sundays. Him and also my good man, Fearless Floyd, the Fearless Floyd Show. You can check him out. Fearless Floyd is also now kind of in charge of everything that is trusts. So if you guys want to get your trust done, you guys can go and check out his channel and go to Classroom, and on there you guys will get taken care of. Mention the Badwolf when you go and get your materials from him, and he'll take care of you guys. Yeah, A6, if you're still watching, you're more than welcome to jump on, text me, and I'll plug you in and we can chop it up if you want. If not, I know you're usually busy, but try to do it on Tuesdays, because if I remember, you said usually Tuesdays is when you're free. Your free files are awesome. I know that, Julianne. Yes, thank you. Yes, if you guys haven't been to Black Site 32, there's lots of new files and things on there. What's going on, Vintage? And yes, if you send me an email, I usually get them. How did my ticket situation go from John? So yeah, so what happened is the judge I normally deal with, who now has come to learn to respect the information, she vetted it, and when my other tickets were coming through, dismissed, all that, easy peasy. But check this out. So I learned this. The experienced judges, to give the new people a chance to get their feet wet, they throw them underneath the bus. Okay, so they'll take my paperwork and they'll give it to some new person, and she'll go, "Oh yeah, it must be one of them sovereignists, and so I'm just gonna stamp it. You didn't show, and this and that." Now the other one knows, oh, you're gonna get your feet wet. So yeah, so I reported that new judge who decided to keep my tickets, try to send them to me. I sent them back, refused, and I said cease and desist. And we're also going to talk real quickly about updating your address. So what I learned also is that when I replied to them with no, the original first information, I put on their Suite 1, which represents this particular office, right, at my house. So my address, Suite 1. All of my new mail from them now references everything to this particular room as my address in Suite 1. So what did that tell me? What did I learn? I learned that, well, we're not going to talk about the whole mail fraud and whatever else that they're doing under all the federal violations, but we'll leave that alone for now. But that you can just merely write them a letter and tell them, this is my address, my new address, and update it. Now, where you tell them that your new address is located is up to you. But I happen to have heard that if your address is out of the country or something where it's non-deliverable, you can do with that information as you see fit, because it's just education and entertainment. So, but beware that if you do said thing and they do need to get a hold of you because you want to hear from them for some most precarious reason, then if you sent them an address where it's located in the outback of Australia, Nanook is going to get your mail. So do what you want with all the information here. I'm just providing education and entertainment. But so if you guys do want to update them with a post office address, PO box, or a virtual mailbox, or if you happen to go out of the country and you want them to forward your mail or anything there, somewhere like Australia where it's going to cost them a lot of money to send it there, and they probably won't, it's whatever. Can't tell you guys what to do. So, yeah, I sent them all back and renounced everything once again, and it's been quiet. Whatever they want to do on their end is up to them. It's not judicial. It's not an Article 3 court, so I really don't care. Plus, I've done a name change anyway, so none of that stuff with James Lovett matters to me. So, Lady T says, first time in your life, peace and love to all. Bronze, what's going on? I'm going to try to fly through a little bit and get caught up because there's lots of comments coming through, even though there's only 62 people in here. Bronze, what's going on? Is there any way you can run through how to fill out the W8BN and Form 56? On here, Negus, no. Hit the Telegram group, and people in there can run you through. A lot of my administrators in there know how to do it, and they can do it on there. Otherwise, it should be pretty easy. Just find the country that you're labeling as the foreign country, which remember, the United States of America is foreign, in fact, to the United States Corporation. And there might be a Form 56 and W8BN in the free files on Black Site 32. So check there as well. Terry, what's going on? Hey to everybody. Small says, I'm a small person. I'm 5 foot. Okay. So you like, remember, you're probably too young to know the cartoon. There used to be a cartoon called The Littles. That's kind of like what you remind me of, like these little people, and they would climb in people's pockets. She's tiny. I don't know. I like petite girls, but you know what? I like thicker girls too. I don't know. I like it all. I don't know. You've seen all the girls I've dated, tall, thick, thin, whatever, you know. Whatever, it's all good. I like it all. I like petite, I like bigger, whatever. To each their own, but I'll take it all. Especially now that I'm single, you know what I mean? Angela, good evening from Plano, Texas. Yeah, you're down by Fearless Floyd. Finesse, what's going on? I got New York in there. Thank you, TH. Appreciate you. Yes. A6, the foreign national, born naturals in the house. Yep, shoot me a text, cuz, if you want to jump on. Blessings up. What's going on, Jones? Moringa, yeah. See, what happened is I got off of my mix, which included some of these things that you guys are talking about, and I just kind of like started just kind of like not eating more comfort food than taking vitamins, and I kind of neglected drinking water and going on runs and walks and clearing my mind. I just got caught up. But yes, I do have moringa that is fire as well. It is a, what's going on, Daryl? Yeah, all right, clove. Okay, yep, I got some clove. I got clove oil. No, I have not checked out the individual Indian money account. I've heard something about it. I know technically, legally, we do qualify, but I have not gone farther into that. So if you have any more information, Lamont, send it to my email and we can chat on that, especially if you've vetted the information. Yes, Carissa. That is one of the harder things too, is that Jackie Fig is her name. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, the problem is that a lot of people take me because of either my intelligence or me trying to help people. Sometimes I try to help people when they don't want my help, and that was one of my toxic problems. But I'm so eager to try to help people find the light within themselves and get to a new place. And even my ex Lisa, she was like, she could see it. She can see it now. She couldn't see it then. So my hat goes off to her for being an actual stand-up woman on that and keeping it real, you know. So I've got down the door to Fridays. Found some good information. Yeah, hit me up anytime you guys find fire info. What's going on, Poet? Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to send me now. Just say, hey, I found this, thought you might be interested. What's going on to a new YouTube member, Kathy? Appreciate you, Kathy. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you guys. Some people reached out to me and they said that they want to be able to donate, but they don't like YouTube or whatever. So I now have a donation page on Black Site 32 where you can send $5 randomly. You can do monthly donations if you want, whatever you want. Like I said, I'm never going to sit here and beg you guys. It's because even if it's $1 or $2 or 50 cents, it's something that you guys shared with me that you didn't have to, which helps me to continue to do this and to buy books and to bring you guys more knowledge and to reach out and communicate with you guys. So thank you guys for that. In the middle of filing 508c1a in California as a sole director. Thanks for the push forward. Yes, Curtis, get it. Oh, gee. That's what I'm talking about. You guys, when I get these emails from you guys, like, one guy was like, I was going to commit, Harry Carey, and then he's like, I came across you and your information. He's a former military guy who learned about the deception. And he's like, because of you and the Wolf family. So not even just me, you guys out there with the support, this support right here in these comment sections, people are seeing this and they're being motivated and they're like, yeah, this is a family. Like, I know it might not be a normal family, it might be all across the United States and the world, but it is what it is. And sometimes a little something is better than nothing. I mean, like I said, so believe in the power of light and keep doing what you're doing. Great day, James. Small, another Small. How you doing, Small? How are you? How to shut down a bench warrant in the appropriate amount of days? Well, remember, the problem with these bench warrants is that they are considered legal and in good status in the lower courts. So there's never going to be an instant way. It's just going to go shoop, boom, and done. Okay, no matter all the stuff I've ever sent in. But you want to send in a writ challenging, especially their jurisdiction. Look at my video on the 12 presumptions of law, or 12 presumptions of court. Jot that information down and build you an affidavit. I've made a video on using even the ChatGPT OpenAI to create affidavits for yourself. So challenge jurisdiction, challenge the things that are on there. Do a revocation of your signature. There's other defects that we can talk about in the private, but I'll tell you this. If you watch my videos, I give you guys all the pieces to all the stuff in all the videos. So if you watch the videos, you're going to have more than enough ammo to do that. Now, there is a channel, there's a page that I have affiliated with because they do have really good information. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we're going to jump back. Here, let me share screen. Okay, so you can either go through me with the consultation, you can buy my files. If you want a step-by-step course, a lot of people want to be handheld through the whole thing. You can check out here. This is How to Win in Court Without a Lawyer. There will be a link down below. That's an affiliate link for you to get to them through me. And also on blacksite32.com on the Pro Shop, there is a link you can use, and in the resource section, right to this website here. So for $249, which is a very good price, they're offering how to learn how to control judges and all the rest of these other free online tools. And the whole thing about these people is that if you go to the About Us, okay, this is Catherine and Fred. All right, they are attorneys. 37 years, and they are on our side. All right. So you can reach out to them through the link, my link, or you can just go to them if you want directly. They do break me off a little something if you guys go through the link, if you do get their services. If not, at least just go and check them out. Otherwise, like I said, you can definitely use me. But yeah, you're going to need to put together a writ, and you're going to have to send it in to the judge, and a copy to the clerk, and a copy to the chief judge in your county. Okay, make sure you have all your facts and everything in there, make it look good, and send it on in. Carissa says, get the likes up, good people. Thank you, Julianne. Appreciate you. Much love. Blacksite 32, Bryant, blacksite32.com. We can set up a consultation if you want. Yeah, Shiro, same thing, Blacksite 32. DB Bay, what's going on in the house? Greetings to all. Radio. Let's see what do we got here. If was a state national and had my own nation, would it be difficult to import products from another country or nation? No, you're just doing business the same way that they are doing business. That's all. Peacock says, you know about the W4 sandwich? Yeah, I know about it. I've heard good and bad on that right now. I'm still doing research on there to vet it. Some people have had not good experiences with that. Same thing with we'll just say the 1099 process by somebody with the initial C and H. So easy on some of those processes where you're trying to get money. Okay. Outlaw Farm says, okay, a little confusing. Yeah. So if you want to learn from the beginning, you're going to want to get a book by David E. Robinson on Amazon for like $8. And it's Getting to Know Your Straw Man. I thought I made a video on that long time ago, so it might be there somewhere. But they kind of walk you through. Otherwise, we can do a consult and kind of iron out some pieces. I had 4 today. And, everybody was very satisfied with the information. Most people were blown away. So get the books or get a consult, whatever, or just Google search Getting to Know Your Straw Man. What is this? What is this all about? Yes, they always include an update the address form. I would suggest using it. Okay, so yeah, that would be something we can talk about in the private. But show them, if you want to do it on your own, show them the MERS. Show them that it says inactive. So what are they talking about? And then you're going to want to challenge them on a couple of things. We can do a consult, or I've got a pack for challenging with some more things, but it's up to you. But show them the MERS. Show them that why does it say inactive? Ask them straight up. Send it to the CFO of the company, not one of the agents. That's people people arguing with brick walls. Yeah, once again, you guys know they already play games. You know how they do it. You might have to go to the district attorney or the secretary of state or the governor. Go above the people. Outlaw Farm, once again, I would suggest watching my live video on the comprehensive guide to right to travel. It's like 3 hours. I cover everything in there. Otherwise, if I give you the short version now, it's just going to be more confusing. So I would say watch that video. I never take down my live. So if you guys see a video that's up and not up, probably they took it down. It wasn't me. I leave them up. What happens to your gun rights when you correct your status? Well, you go back under the Constitution for the United States of America. But there's some things you should do with your gun itself if you're trying to be truly free, because you purchased it as a firearm. So you're going to need to make sure that is, all of your affairs, I'll just say, should be private and privately held. If you want more information, we can do a consult. But if you catch what I'm saying as education, then you can know how to move appropriately. But remember this, Elliot, your standing as a private person is still within you. They can't take that from you. Okay, so it's still there. You've just not used it, and you've been operating as a public person subject to their private members association rules under the 14th Amendment as a federalized state employee for the state of. So Julie Ann, thank you for the donation. Super sticker, super love. James, the process for making your license plate private. I don't do those anymore because we had a low turnout, and though now it's starting to pick up again. It's cheaper if you guys just go to customsigns.com. And if you're going to do right to travel, you're going to want to make sure that you put the name of your trust or whatever entity that's private and foreign to comply with the state on the top of your license plate. Okay. So, Kathy, you are great. Takes one to know one. Never forget that. To be one, ask one. Outlaw Farms, you're new too. Okay, okay. See, I never know. All I know is I talk into the screen and I see names up and little tiny faces of people that I think are you. So right now you look like a blue horse. No relation to that blue horse over there in Colorado, right? With the red eyes, with the stuff that's not supposed to be located underneath the facility. We'll leave that alone for now. That's for my other channel. We'll get into some conspiracy theories and things on the other channel. Not on this one. I'm going to leave my baby here alone. Yes, we all need a little love, light, and support. Yes. So don't forget, you guys can find me on Telegram. And for the love of God, please make sure that you guys do not get scammed by people pretending to be me with names or emails or Telegram groups or Facebook or whatever that's close to my name and information. I didn't think I was famous enough to have people be scammed in my name. All right. I never will ever reach out to you guys. And when I see you guys in the groups, not personal. I just sit back, post things. And if you guys ask me something and I see it and I have time to answer that question, I will. But I am beyond busy, guys. So I apologize. I wish I had more of me to answer these questions and do these things. I can't. So if I do reach out, it'll be from something through Black Site 32, one of those platforms, one of those exact spelled names. I will never ask you for your confidential information or to invest in gold or invest through me. It'll always be on blacksite32.com. All the links, Fearless Floyd, A6, Telegram, my promoted fan-created Facebook that I vouch for, all that's on my site. Does Fearless Floyd do 508 trusts? That would be Ann LaFleur, and I believe she knows how to do those, but she'll have to talk to them. Just shoot Fearless Floyd an email. His email is thefearlessfloydshow@Yahoo or Gmail. You name it, he's probably on it. Send him an email. Tell him the Badwolf sent you. You got a question, and they will field all of those questions like that. I know how to do trust, but they are the specialists. So I like to throw people business. If you guys are good at it, hey, go and do it. I'll send business your way too. I love you, Wolfman. You are a good gold heart of gold, no doubt. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. That means a lot, man. You guys give me more love and appreciation than most of my real family and a lot of the people around. See, where I'm from, a lot of people here, man, it is so hard in the Midwest to impress people. They're just like, oh, yeah, what's up, man? I know him. And so, like me and one of my other good buddies, I know a lot of DJs, a lot of owners of bars, clubs, restaurants, businesses, you name it, because they're all my main friends. And they're cool, but the regular friends, they're just like, yeah, whatever. He does some stuff on YouTube. But it's funny because then when some people like you start talking to them and they're like, yeah, I know James. And people like you guys are like, you don't know the Wolf. And they're like, yeah, that's my friend. I know him. They're like, what? Really? And then it freaks them out. They're like, whoa, that's weird. But I never try to come off as, like I'm this or I'm that. I'm just a person with knowledge. And so in this niche, I know what I know. That's why I've beaten judges and attorneys and all that good jazz. Oh, you know what? You're right. I didn't even here. I got to put up my banner. Good looking out, Angela. Appreciate you. So, boom. All my information, all the goodies is at the bottom. Thank you, Angela. So the Telegram group is Badwolf space. So just an open space, unincorporated. Badwolf space, unincorporated. You can find me and all the good stuff on there. And through those groups, you can find other people. A6, Fearless Floyd. We're all on it. All right. I am going to apologize. There are so many comments in here. I can't get to all of them. I'm trying. All right. So if I did pass your comment, I am sorry. I can't get to all of them. What if you send it to the chief judge, clerk, attorney general, and they stood mute? Yep. Send them a notice of default. So you have defaulted your rights to this claim by not responding within the allotted time. And then CC the Department of State, the Department of Justice, the FBI, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of your state. Let them know, hey, these people ain't playing right. They want to be quiet, then they lost their claim to this. So don't come at me later. Billy Jack, hi Stephanie, thanks for the invite. Oh, you guys got going on some invites in here. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to reach out, if you guys have your own Telegram groups, if you guys have your own Facebook pages, if there's not a Facebook page in your area, make the Facebook page in your area. If you want to reach out right now on the comment section, and don't forget to get those likes up, guys. All right, help me out with the algorithm. But mention where you are, and if you guys want to meet up or meet up in a group, always meet somewhere safe, because I can't vouch for everybody, but I know all my loyal people are awesome people. But still, yet always be safe. Hi James, do you know which form to resend your driver's license in Pennsylvania? Crud. I had that one. I'm not going to sort through, but if I can find my notepad real quick, I will let you know. No, I don't see it. So all you're going to do is go into the Pennsylvania DMV, and you're going to ask them for what form do I need to cancel my driver's license with this state so that I can open it up in another state. And if they ask you why, tell them, well, this particular state where I'm moving told me I need to close it there to open it up here, which is legally what you're supposed to do. So they have to give you the form. And if they don't know, then ask to speak to the manager. And when the manager comes out, say, I want to talk to you in my private capacity, and ask them the same question. Yeah, David E. Robson's got a lot of good books, very reasonably priced, but some of the codes are outdated. So double check your codes, vet your information, no matter if you get it from me or somebody else. Open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means a lot to me that you guys find this information good and fire. I'm just glad that all the years of being picked on by the system and people and whatever else, that my efforts and energy can go to something that is masterful and can help you guys. And as you see, the rubber meets the road. These are not lies. These are truths. I show you right where to find the information. Getting authentication, birth certificate in California, state level. They will not do it. They will only apostille it. They will lie to you and they will apostille it. So in California and in New York, they do not do it, other than on the county level, but the county really does not like to deal with that. They are kind of like, well, I don't know. So what you need to do is go online to the Department of State and fill out a DS 4194. Use Egypt as a country that is non-Hague, and you will be straight. Yeah, they're backed up. Did you guys see that? Nice, good job. What is that ID website again? Yeah, man, when I found that, when I made a video, and this one of the viewers made their ID from that site and showed me a picture, I was like, where did you get that pet? Where'd you get that ID from? They're like, from the site. I was like, oh, you did it? I didn't even do it yet. I just made mine this week, and it's coming. And that guy's look fire. I was like, man, that looks really good in real life. So I made 3 copies of mine. I got those coming. The website, I don't get paid or anything from it, but they are fire. If you guys are going to make your own private IDs with your given name or your private name or whatever you want to do, go to idcreator.com, idcreator.com. They have everything set up. It took me about 15 minutes to basically learn the ins and outs. You can put a barcode on it. You can put holograms on it. It looks so fire. Now, for me, that is one of the other steps to creating or building out your private name, your private persona in the private national sector. It looks great. And if you're going to do right to travel, you should have a private ID that's foreign compared to your driver's license. All right. Just make sure you figure out which names, though, you want to do. Because if you put your legal name on there, I wouldn't use James C. Lovett. I would use James Charles and then of the House of Lovett for my name. Okay. Or you have the right in common law to change your name. So use your name, use your private name. I'm the non-horse blonde. I'm the non-horse blonde. What is it? Okay. I think you lost me on that one. Oh, you're a horse too? You're not a horse, but you're blonde. I got nothing. All right, what do we got here? No, level. I'm an outlaw because I stand up for my rights and love horses. All right, nice. I love it. The firewalls you want to haven't used this yet. This is still valid. Yeah. There's no expiration on there unless you cancel it. So yeah, you're still good. idcreator.com. Letter D, creator.com. It is fire. Highly recommended. Yeah, I'm probably booked up until then, but email me and I'll see if I can squeeze you in a time slot. So just email me and we'll chat through email. I'll see what I can do. The name of the Telegram group is Badwolf Space Unincorporated. All of my contact information, all of the emails, all of the groups, everything is on blacksite32.com. Otherwise, it should be down below in the ticker tape going by, the little banner floating by. Spiritual knowledge. I love the name. Thank you for being you as well. Takes one to know one. One beautiful soul to another. Well, conspiracy only means that you have looked into something that has not been proven right or wrong, and you've got a theory on what's really going on. Look at everything that we talked about since before the pandemic and whatever else. It all came to be true. We said it came from the laboratory in that country. I'm not going to say the keywords. I don't want to get my algorithm messed up here. And that came true. A Asian scientist just said yes. He's like, it came from here. He said it. So you know what? They used to say that, well, we would never make it to the moon. It's impossible. You're crazy if you think that, et cetera, et cetera. And yet we have all these things. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, you're going to earn your stripes just like me, where people are going to be, you're this, you're that, because they are the sheep who go with the, with the farmer to the slaughter. Okay. Some of us jump the fence and shed our wool and become wolves. But yeah, let them do what they want to do. Let them say what they want to say. And they're going to slowly start hearing about this, because now that the bell's been rung about people not understanding that you waived your rights under the Constitution, but you can get back there, and that's the private, and all of this is the public. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is only going to get bigger. So you just have to survive the storm. Can you make your private micronation? Can you make your private micronation by using a foreign EIN? Well, you can make your micronation. It's already private, and you can get a foreign EIN for it. You can get a domestic EIN for it, but that kind of opens it up to the public. So if you want to do like me, you create your micronation, but then you create another nation to operate in the public. I wouldn't expose my main micronation to the public for any reason. I would have an interface. But yes, to answer what you're talking about specifically, yes, you can do that. You can get a 98 number for it. Stephanie Miller, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Stand strong, dark green, and open your eyes. Appreciate you guys. I love the love that's going on amongst everybody here. Oh, we're all on the path. Spiritual knowledge. We're all in this together. We are all pieces of this puzzle. Okay. Can you claim more than one asset on a UCC? Yes, you can fill up the whole collateral section on a UCC one, and then if you need additional space, you file a UCC 3, which is an addendum, which adds your new information, which is more space to your UCC 1. So they made the UCC block small so that you're forced to spend more money with the UCC 3, which is larger, to add more information. It's a game. This is business. This is how they know what they're doing. What's going on? We got North Main. We got Rossi. Top of the line wine, Carlos Rossi. Yes. What would you lose for ID after that? Well, what would I use for an ID after that? Well, you can create your own ID, an affidavit of identity. Oh, New Hampshire. Okay, my bad. Or your bad. Our bad. Let's go on poet. Yeah, no legal name. You should be moving everything out of your legal name into a private or foreign trust. Private and foreign really mean the same thing. It just means not your legal name, not your legal last name. One of my friends just had that problem. We'll say her last name is Smith. She was following somebody. She put all the stuff into the Smith family trust, which is good. Problem is, the last name is Smith, and they now recognize Smith as being part of that family and underneath the straw man. So that didn't help her scenario. So create a completely out of the whatever name or whatever, but do not use the exact legal name. Okay. Nor the last name and then family. Like me, I don't use Lovett. I use Lovitica because that's my nation. So I use my nation name. Don't use your name as is. I don't care if you call it Mobius 1.32. That's a private name. They're not going to find it in their system. So that's how you use it. Okay. I'm waiting. It's been 40 days since I authenticated my kids. They check. Yeah. So many people are doing these processes now that they are getting backed up. Yep. The 98 is still good to go. You just have to use it within once or twice within 5 years. So it stays active, but you're good to go. Nice. Rossi, well done. You guys are moving. Oh, no, I meant that you asked if we were a horse on the picture. I was just trying to be funny. Oh, okay. I kind of thought that's what you meant. Yeah, I was talking to whatchamacallit with the horse picture. Love, you are amazing. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate you. From one love to a love it. Love it or leave it, as they used to call me in school. I used to hate that. It'd be either love it butter, because that might be before some of y'all time. Love it butter, love it or leave it, or lover boy. I didn't mind that one, but at the time when I was a young kid, I was like, I'm not a lover boy. I'll rock that one now. I'm okay with that one. Yeah, they're so backed up with all the stuff. Did you hear that even the passport processes in some areas are backed up? I sent mine to the one in Pennsylvania, and they rerouted mine to the one in Chicago because they're like, yeah, we're backed up over here. So they're doing their best. Apparently, something's going on to the fact, hi, Department of State, that people are getting their passports done as state citizens for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it sounds like a lot of people are doing some traveling. So good traveling. Good people. Stephanie Miller. Yes, yes. Yep. It's good. Steps to use coupons for bills. There's a girl with one shout out I want to send out to a girl on TikTok because she holds it down for the Badwolf, even though I privately messaged her, but she didn't know it was me because I have a private name on there. I think she thought I was just some weirdo trying to say hi to her, pretending to be the Badwolf. But shot goes out to Eternal Zion out there. So appreciate you, girl. Keep rocking. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the fro, by the way. And so for using the coupons, years ago we had it mastered. Now it seems like it's something different. All I can say is there's a lady on YouTube. She goes by Discharge That SHIT. She seems to have had it mastered. So check her out. Show her some love, follow her process. I don't have anything direct on it. It's still that the coupons need to be stamped properly and endorsed properly. And then you're supposed to send them off to the trustee for the department of that company to do it properly. But I haven't had time to sit down and master it for myself once again, because like I said, they changed it up a little bit. So check out their information. They seem to have it down. And if not, well, open the books, open up the UCC books and start learning how to, and Google search how to properly endorse remittance coupons. Can you explain the signature process again real quick? The colors inside the box. So if you're signing anything in general, remember signing is for businesses and corporations and agents and officers of the public corporations. So that's why a business has a sign out front. You are the sign for that entity, which is the all capitalized state created trust entity that they gave you. when you sign something, or you should be autographing something, but when you autograph it with your given name, you can put UCC 1-308, which means you are not contracting with them. You're reserving your rights. You're not waiving them. Black ink represents the blood of the dead entity on the water under maritime law. Red represents the red rooty soil that you stand, because man has standing, and it represents the blood of the living man who's the creditor. Gold is for divinity. Purple is for royalty. And blue ink represents that you are in the commercial waters, sailing and doing business with them, but not under their jurisdiction or flag. Okay. Make sure I force me to get a main driver's license from not happening. Tell them you're a non-resident. Revoke your voter's registration. Send them a letter stating that this is a formal letter signed, autographed by you, signed not by the notary. I am no longer a resident of this state. I am formally renouncing it. So now that I'm a non-resident, I can't have a driver's license, right? I think only California is the only state that allows non-residents to have a driver's license. They are wild ASF out there, man. Whew. They got stuff to break their own people down, but they give non-residents licenses. Not that I'm against non-residents. I love everybody. I'm just saying it's just weird. The weird places in the United States are California and New York. Let me tell you. What is it? Lee Forex. Hey, bro. Good to see you. Appreciate you too, brother. You look like my guy, Brandon, from Brandon Joe Williams. You look like him. Near identical. You're just a good-looking man. Ask your thoughts concerning David and Bonnie Strait. Their message didn't work. What did they not do? Should have done. I don't really get into too many people's business or critiquing, so I don't know all of it. From the pieces I've heard, a lot of people, you have to understand, do not play with the system and trying to get this money, these 1099s, these W-4 sandwiches. You also have to a degree, be careful what type of information that you are sharing. And if you're going to share information in the public, you have to make sure that you are confirming that you are a private person and that the information itself is for education and entertainment purposes. If you're out there preaching everything as fact, you can be construed as somebody who's against them. And if you're using their forms inappropriately, they're not having it. And one of the things too is that they haven't separated the straw man. If you haven't separated your straw man, you haven't put your things in private trusts, and you're using their forms, yeah, they're gonna come bother you. They bothered me years ago when I first started this channel. I had them sitting outside my house. I had them knock on my door. I had them turn off my YouTube. Yeah. Because you're operating potentially as a combatant and belligerent, which I am not, and you could be considered a potential enemy of the state. Now, you have freedom of speech to a certain degree on these public platforms, and that's good. So you should be in compliance with them. But if you're using their forms inappropriately, this is why I tell people, when I tell you guys, I don't know how to do the 1099 that way, I called the IRS. I got on the line. I contacted the Social Security Administration. I called the Department of State. I contacted the Department of State Travel. I call these people and I ask them, hey, can you do this? Can you not do that? And they're like, yes, no, whatever. So even if they're lying to me, I will stay in the clear by not doing that process. And if they say that is not the proper way to get this, that, or the other thing done, then I am not doing it. Because for me, the only things I want to do is correct my standing, because men and women have standing. Entities and dead things have statuses. I want to correct my standing, separate me from that status of the straw man, operate that properly in commerce, operate under the Constitution as a private national, and keep it moving and discharge some things. But I am not going to try to do a lot of these other crazy harebrained things that because somebody told me. No. And if I want to look into it, I'll call them up. All of them have an 800 number. Call them up and ask them, hey, can I do this with this form? Can I do this with this? Well, outlaw, tell them that there's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron. You can't be a king and a slave at the same time. And it's actually defamation of character, which by the federal rules of civil procedure, you can sue them over that. Inform them that you're a non-resident. Use their words. A lot of these gurus like to go, oh, well, I'm a citizen and I'm a sovereign. No. Beat them at their own game. Use their terminology. You are a state citizen or a non-resident or a national of the United States or a private sector national or private sector citizen. That's it. What's going on, Terry Allen? Dear reliable source, international drivers. So you want to get the international driver's permit, but you're going to need to get that from, I think it's AAA, and you're going to need to get that while you have a driver's license. They will not let you get that if you don't have one. You have to have one to get theirs. When you change your name in the private, are you detaching yourself from the straw man? Yes, you are separating yourself from the straw man. So now you can operate either with the straw man or with your private name. You can do either. It's no different than having multiple businesses. Donald Trump has like 216 businesses, and he is the hat to every single one of them. They'd be like, yeah, you can't have that many businesses. Yeah, because when you operate with how we're doing now, you have one name for your public side, and now you've got one for your private side. We would take back our name that our parents gave to the state that they transmuted and turned into a juridical person or a legal entity or a legal person in this matter, but they won't give it up because those accounts make them money. So yeah, you are separating your straw man. That's really should be everybody's goal who wants to be a private person. You can't really be a private person rocking your legal name. That's a public entity. If they have jurisdiction over you, it's because either you did something criminal or because you're using a public name. Your name was given to the state by your parents, and the state turned that into a legal entity. So you are a sub-corporation of them. You are a federalized state employee when you use the legal name. Any tips on a trust bank account? Yep. Create a trust. Make sure it's private. Use the United States of America instead of it. And don't use the zip code. Don't use the 2-digit abbreviation. Don't use your legal name. And open a trust with a 0 interest bearing account with them. They do not like those, but 0 interest means that you are not receiving the benefit. Ergo, you are a private person. Yeah, things are going to get a little jazzy when the new things start rolling out. Yeah, we have to wait and see. No, you're not. No, because that's called common law. See, all these lower courts, they hate it because we in the private can do whatever we want to do. It's called a common law name change. You own your body, right? I mean, I don't own it. I mean, if you own your body. So if you own your body, that is your vessel. Your soul wills your vessel, and so your parents giving you that name is hearsay. You weren't around or of conscious mind when they gave the name. So you can change your name whenever you want. It's just if you want to change your legal name, then you must go to the courts to change it legally. Common law, you can change your name whenever you want. It's common law. It's called the common law name change. Jump out girls are in the house. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, ladies? Hopefully I'm still looking just as charming as always. Good to have you guys here. Thank you for the support. Giving a video on how to change your status on E-Verify. Yes, I do, Tony. Yeah, check out my YouTube channel. Type in James C. Lovett, my E-Verify. Spin you up on that one. It's really super easy. It's just getting through their dang 20 million questions. Did you ever have a dog? Yeah. And that dog had how many hairs? What? I don't. Yet once you get through their questions, you're good to go. But it's a little rough. Not that you have to do it, but let's see what else we got here. Yep, we autograph. Think about it. When you talk to a movie star, you don't ask them to sign this for me. You ask them for their autograph because that represents the real person. Oh, snap. You found the baby feet one, Hector? All right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you have the baby feet one, you don't need to authenticate it or anything. It is good to go. That is the master kung fu Willy Wonka, Bruce Lee, Bruce Leroy ticket of tickets. Yep, you are good. Now be careful with that one. If you're going to send that one, you know, if you're going to use that one for the passport process, whatever else, make sure you send it like, you know, tracking, registered, everything, because like don't let them lose that one. That is the bad mammer jammer. And because that one is private, I believe you have the right to copy that one, but you cannot copy the birth certificate because that is a security. Okay, they own it and they have rights to it, so you cannot copy their files. You cannot copy a birth certificate. So mote it be, good brother. So mote it be. Yes, yes, definitely PM. Yep, yes, sir. You caught that, huh? I appreciate you. People becoming nationals, people are becoming, so many people are well, remember, we are all nationals and we are all state citizens already, but we just never used it. We have a birthright. You don't have a last name. Everybody watching is a Native American. If you care to use it, you don't have to, but you are native to America. You were born here. I don't care if you're my color, his color, her color, whatever. You can't go back to Africa if you weren't born in Africa. You're born here, so you are native to America. You are a Native American. I'm a Native American who has African ancestry, Native ancestry, French, Creole, Cherokee, Apache. Okay, fine combination if I don't say so myself. She never sent it. All right, that's bogus. Zion. Hit her up on YouTube, or not YouTube, but TikTok. I think she's on, and Instagram. She's probably getting blown up. Like she's probably loving the you know, getting bigger and stuff. She's got like 500,000 followers now on TikTok or whatever. I might have to get on TikTok. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, young cuz, but yeah, like you gotta maintain your business. Gotta get the files out. How do you authenticate the business of, is that possible? You talking about the birth certificate? Or talking about the biz? How do you authenticate you can't really authenticate the business because that's their product, but you can form a new or with the same name business that's private or tax exempt. I have a small pet salon. I want to get out of there. Out of their juris. So what you would have to do is you would create another business under as a 508c1a or an unincorporated association or a private trust. So you can keep the same name, just open it up with a different status. Close that one down or sell that one for a profit, and that's how you keep it moving. That's just good commerce. Yeah, yeah. All right, I am almost caught up. So you guys chopping it up a little bit. Talking, cool, cool, cool. How can I get a passport when I surrender my ID? Well, if you have no ID whatsoever, use your birth certificate, certificate of live birth, go with a parent or something like that, create an affidavit of identity, put your picture on it, take it to the bank, get it notarized with your information, have at least 2 or 3 other people act as a witness so you can have the pyramid, which is a 1, 2, 3 perfection. You've perfected the document. I've already had people do that with the Department of State. That is called an original. Okay, so that's an original ID. So you would use that to get your passport. Use a title of nobility. Yes, 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 yes. Hence why my private name is Lord, okay, Lord James, because no U.S. citizen inside of their state-created jurisdiction can have a title of nobility. No 14th Amendment can have it. So if you give yourself a title of nobility, or you can go to ladonia.org, tell them the Badwolf or James C Lovett sent you, and then for $25, or well, for $25, you can get a recorded title of nobility from them. If you just want to be a Ladonian, you can just go there for free and get taken care of. Jump out, girls, all wild. I know y'all sipping. Y'all sipping on some of that wine, some of that Courvoisier, some of that yak. You guys are crazy. I love it. Yes, past master. Yes, so mote be. To the east. Always look to light. Love all the content videos. Thank you for the information shared. Thank you, Bianca. Love the last name, especially. Yeah, guard the one with the baby feet print. You know, you could probably try to see if you can get like a certified copy made somewhere. You should be able to make your own copy of that. I would get a copy of it made and maybe take it to the notary. Maybe take it to the notary, have them copy it, and then have them stamp it. That's how I would do to try to ensure. So you have a copy of it, you know, make a couple. Do you have access to an online notary who knows the process of what you're doing? Yes. My cousin, Latia, Latia, Latia. You can go to nolimitnotary.com. Nolimitnotary.com. My cousin, Latia, she is one of us. She's a fellow state citizen and national. She's in full support of this. So hit her website up. And when you get there, tell her that the Badwolf, her cousin James, sent to you, and she will take care of you. She can notarize anybody's stuff anywhere in the United States, in any state, in any circumstance. She does all types of notary and other notary type functions. Check her website for the full description of all of her services and products and things that she does. She will take good care of you guys. So for those people who are having problems with their notary, hit her up. She already gets it. And she can file stuff into the court records for you. She can file it with the courthouse because she's a notary. She's got all that stuff. So go to her. She will take care of it. She's got you. This is how we do. I'm trying to bring all of the best things I can find out there together. And then you guys can go and use all the services and get it done. At least, one kind of a one-stop shop. You can also find her information on my website, but her direct website is nolimitnotary.com. Okay. All right. Cool. Appreciate you, young brother. Ask for if they give you a hard time or turn you down, ask for a manager. Ask them what laws or statutes or codes that they have against what you're doing. Make sure you have your affidavit stamped by a notary. If that location gives you a hard time, go to the next one. If they give you a hard time, go to the next one. If they give you a hard time, send it in to the headquarters and tell them that they denied you your right with no reasoning behind it. At the end of the day, if you can't get it done, that's fine. Don't trip. It's not the end of the world. Just create a tax-exempt entity and use that for your normal business. And you can even use your given name or whatever else. What can I do? I hate visa process. I have a visa process. I was born in South America. You can essentially do anything you see pretty much here. If you've been here long enough, you're a national. If you're married to somebody who's from here, you're a national through them. I was born in D.C. and trying to correct my status question. Since D.C. is not a state, I watched you in D.C. I was so basically born in British County. Yeah, essentially you were. So if one of your parents was born outside of D.C., you can claim their nationality as a national and state citizen. You are entitled to that by your birthright. And there's some other things too. If you want to go into deeper detail, we can do a consultation. But yes, you can use that information by itself and it will get you going. As long as you have one parent outside of there, you can claim it. Nope. You do not have to turn in your stamp because you were born in the private and you have a public side. So when you're working, you're just using your public side. That's all. It's no different than I'm a thug on the street. I'm a businessman. Thug on the street, businessman. You can switch hats. You just can't be both at the same time. That's why there's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. Police use that term to describe people like us who do not know how to operate in commerce or the laws properly, but all we're doing is we're conveying our rights under the Constitution for the United States of America. But if you don't do it right, then all they do is they see you as trying to be ignorant and trying to get away from them. But see, they operate underneath their corporations, laws and statutes and codes, which are governed and overseen by the state of whatever state they're in. But the state of is subservient to the federal government. They gave up that right. They gave up some of their sovereignty to be a part of the union. So the state is not the law of the land, and neither is the police station. Neither is the sheriff's department. They all have to answer to the Attorney General of the United States of America, the Constitution. That's why they can all be sued in federal court. The Supreme Court has already overruled and overturned lots of their stuff. That's why they don't want to go. And then they don't show up. And then they get default judgment against them and, you know, whatever else, because they run out of jurisdiction there. They have no more power there than you do. And actually, you have more power because you're de jure and they're de facto. Ron, well, legally, they would definitely tell you if you're in the rears by more than $1,500, no. Okay. So are there ways to clear that matter up? Yes. So that is a conversation for the private. There are ways that we can help you to potentially get that. I can never promise or guarantee anything because nobody can. But we do have information that can help you take care of that, even if it includes potentially discharging what you have on to get you current to then potentially allow you to be able to get that. So we can definitely talk about some potential avenues that you can utilize. If you are a national, is it mandatory to get a 98? No. No, you don't have to get a 98. No, you don't have to do any of these processes. I tell people these, I'm just showing you guys what I've done. And if you choose to do it, great. But everything I'm showing you doesn't mean you have to do all these things to become a private citizen. It's the moment you know what's going on, the difference is you are free. These are things that if you want to do, you can, but you don't have to do them. All this stuff together doesn't make you free. When you create your private side with your private name and you know what's going on, that's it. You're free. Because now my private name or my given name is James Charles of the House of Lovett. I can go create a tax exempt ID or entity, business, use it just like the state gave me a business, my name in all caps and a social security number. That's a business. But I can create a tax exempt one. I can go and create a private bank account with a trust with James Charles of the House of Lovett. Bank account, tax exempt. Government can't touch it. 0 interest bearing. I can go to work. You can't collect taxes because I operate as a tax exempt faith-based organization under 508c1a or an unincorporated association. Any of those things you can do. Any of those things. No. Everything you're doing, nothing you guys do here will affect your benefits, your retirement, none of that stuff, because you already that was set up with your legal person, your all caps name, James C. Lovett. That's a separate entity that I control as a resident of the state. James Charles of the House of Lovett, this one over here, is private. They don't have this name on file. It's not on record. I didn't ask to be that. And you know how you know that? If immigrants can be in the state, in the area you live, but they won't give them benefits and privileges because they're not what? Residents. They asked you to prove your residence with your legal name, and that brought you in. So that means you can live in the area with your private name and not be a resident. So you're a non-resident with your private name when you utilize that persona. Okay? So it's 2 different avenues you can use. You can have 3, 4, or 5. You can have 100 businesses. That's all these are businesses. We're just doing commerce. Yeah, you just can't commingle. Yep. That's it. Yep. You cannot mix them, but you can have individual ones, and nobody can tell you can't. Nobody. See, God created mankind. Mankind created laws to govern the public, or men who cannot control themselves, or women, or whatever, transgender, whatever you are. I don't care. Love everybody equally. So that means us in the private created these laws for the public. So people in the private who can self-govern, we are the boss over the system. We can tell the police, the sheriffs, the state, the Department of State, all of them what to do, what we're going to deal with and not deal with, but we would all have to be a cohesive unit, which will probably almost never happen. So they're not worried about us doing anything like that. They're not worried about it because we, the people, would have to move together. Hence why we, the people, this is the supreme law of the land right here. This right here. As long as we have this, we are in power. The moment they convince the people to get rid of that, then we're cannon fodder or worse. Can you be a non-resident and collect military benefits? Yes, but here's the thing. The public Phil Wayne is collecting the military benefits because you've put in the time, so you will always get it. If you stop being a resident because you've paid in, you will still get it. You see what I'm saying? If you create a non-resident private side, you will still get your benefits because you paid in. The only time you wouldn't get any of your benefits is if you leave the country at the time of retirement. But if you come back and you want them, you have to stay here for 6 months before you can collect your benefits. Do I do in person? Well, not usually. It's just, it would be weird for me to do an in-person consultation, but email me, because I am in that area. It's not my only area. I travel between there and my other properties. I've got property in Arkansas and another state, but I am currently in the area. So email me. We can figure out something. Usually I'm out and about, so maybe. But in general, I wouldn't say like, yeah, I'm going to start doing in-person consultations or whatever, because too many people will be trying to, whatever, hit me up, and I don't have time for that. I like to keep my private life private. So typically it's going to be over the phone or Zoom. So, that's pretty much it. I'm being called while I'm live on air. Mr. Fearless Floyd, what's going on? I did yesterday, but I am in the middle of a live right now. So can I call you back? All right. So sorry for being rude. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. See, here's something else I learned most recently. The federal government with your benefits and all that stuff, I contacted immigration and I asked them for all the information that they have on me as a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. They said, Mr. Lovett, we have zero information on you being a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. And I've had hundreds of other people do the same thing in a FOIA request. So that made me understand something. What it taught me was that it is the states. Everybody's been blaming the federal government. Government. Yeah, don't get me wrong. They're not perfect. They got some good, bad stuff going on too. But it's not them. It's the state of Florida, the state of California, the state of Minnesota, they are the ones all together in their group, and they're bringing us in as kids as 14th Amendment U.S. citizens. And they're not telling the government because it's a private members association. So when you tell the government that you're not a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, they're like, great. We already know. We don't care. We know that you're a state citizen. Matter of fact, in their manual, you are known as nationals or natives to the state. Okay. So can a naturalized citizen apply for a passport? Yeah. Yeah, I've got lots of people who've been naturalized apply for passports. Hell yeah. Yeah, you'll use your certificate of naturalization instead of a birth certificate. That's the only difference. Yes, sir. So for those people who didn't see this, okay, GPO styles. Okay, I'm gonna. Where's my screen? Present screen. I want to show you guys this. For those who missed it, some of you guys ain't watching all my videos. I want you to see this. All right, so I'm on governmentinfo.gov, legitimate website. Okay. 2016 GPO Styles Manual. In this manual, you will find everything that they have about words, stars, phrases, formats, everything. The government has to print out everything. Now, I wonder if the state does this. I wonder if the state has one or if they're using the government's. I don't know. Something to look into. But let's go to the PDF. Okay. Now, because I've been here so much, it pulls up automatically to the section. So what does it say here? Nationalities and etc. Okay. So nationalities and other stuff are going to be here, but nationality is long for national. National means native. How do we know that? Check it out. In designating the natives of the states. Okay, so this is the republic side, not the state of, the natives of the states. The following forms will be used. Alabama is an Alabamian. Alaska is an Alaskan. So when you see on the sheet and they ask you for your nationality, this is what they're really asking for. On your SS5, what nationality or whatever, Texan. Okay, Arkansas, my home state, and Arkansan. Okay, Wisconsin, one of my other states, Wisconsinite. Kentucky, I would be a Kentuckian. Okay, those are my three states I've lived in or moved around. I got property there, family there. Okay, if you're in Indiana, you're a Hoosier. Mississippi is a Mississippian. Now check this out. People always talk about the all capitalized name. I know this is going to look a little weird for what I'm typing in. Don't judge me on this. Okay. So in the government's file, in capitalization rules, in religious terms, words denoting the deity, okay, meaning a god, except who, whose, and whom names for the Bible and other sacred writings and their parts, names of confessions of faith and of religious bodies and their adherents, and words specifically denoting Satan are all capitalized. Did you see it? Titles of persons, okay, are supposed to be also capitalized. Titles, doctor, president. All right. So you can go through this manual here and find everything you want to know on capitalization rules and etc., etc. Have you seen that before? You guys are getting it. Don, you go to blacksite32.com and you'll find all the information there. Hector says Floridian in the house. Yeah, see, now you're getting it. Okay, so we are Floridians. We are state citizens. We are nationals. We are Native Americans because we're native to America. We are not whites. We are not blacks. We are not African Americans. There's no landmass where African America dock. I wasn't born on that little piece of land. Oh, look, I'm an African American. Look at me. So you are from DC. So I believe you are known as a Washingtonian. Bianca, I believe you're a Washingtonian. Let me double check. Native name to those born in DC. Yep, Washingtonian. Huzzah. Knew I remembered that one. So what to check on the SW or SF 181? I just gave you all the things you can check off. If there's other, check off other and put whatever you want. If it's not listed there, add a sheet of paper, put a star there. Put whatever state you were born in. Arkansan, Kentuckian, wherever you were born, or national of the United States, state citizen, Native American. No taxation without representation. There you go. See, the way they get away with the taxes is because a private sector national or citizen, if you will, is not taxable. They made you taxable when you accepted the birth certificate and the Social Security card filled out as our parents did it as a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. That made you taxable. But there are ways to not be taxable, or there are ways to create tax-exempt entities and use that instead of yourself. There you guys go. I like the camaraderie here. I like you guys conversating amongst yourselves. Love it. Okay, we have a little challenge. All right, so let me go back into the styles manual and see what they call people in Washington. Give me 2 seconds because I'm already there. Got a little challenge in the house. Ooh, yeah. Washington and Washington, D.C. are going by Washingtonian. You guys have the same name. Ooh, dirty. So hold on. Let me check out something here. Let me just double check because there is a secondary name for people born in Washington, D.C. Let me see if I can find that one. Born in Washington, D.C. What are people called who are born in the District of Columbia? Okay, hold on one sec. Yep, most of them still say Washingtonian. So it looks like you guys are sharing the title. Which I'm surprised the law let that happen. I know there's a secondary name. I did, but I can't find it. Okay. Other than Washingtonian, what are the other names for people born there. Let's see if it comes up with anything. Okay, the only other thing that they're saying is DC nationals. I like how they're trying to get in on our jib here. That's awesome. So yeah, you'd also be known as a DC national or a national of DC. Yeah. So remember, from their perspective, yeah, national of DC. Yeah, no, I'm not from a state. DC natives, they say also, yeah. Yep. So DC national of DC, something like that. Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand that there's Washington and then there's DC. Those are actually two separate things. DJ Freeze, what it is. I did my car plates, but I don't see a current video on private identity cards for being a traveler. So if you did your plates right, you should have the name of your vehicle being foreign or private registered on the top of the plate. You're going to want to watch the video in my live section called Right to Travel Comprehensive Guide. For the ID card, if you're going to make one privately for yourself, you're going to want to go to idcreator.com. idcreator.com. It is fire. That site is beautiful. That is the best site I've ever seen for making online IDs. Might be some better ones. Everything is easy to use. They got lots of options. Everything's already set up. It's click, click. You can put a barcode. I mean, it is fire. I can't wait for mine to get here. Man, can't wait. So Samuel, I don't. Oh, the W4V. Okay, yeah. I thought some. Yeah. See, you have your private site already, so you can use you. See, what you guys have to understand is that you are the creators of this system. You guys are we the people. You guys are the boss of yourself and over the system. But if we don't know that, then all they're doing is they're administrating the system for us. So, yeah, you already have a private side. You can you already have your standing as a private sector citizen, private sector national, state citizen. You already have it. That is inherent in you. You just have to use it. So your status, or excuse me, your standing is already corrected. People go, oh, do I have to get my status corrected? It's already corrected. And really it should be standing if you want to be correct. But anyway, it's already corrected in you, especially now that you know what's going on. You have the right to change the classification of you, which is your vessel, at any point in time. Yep, there you go. Floyd said DC is a district and Washington is a state. Right. But remember, Washington is the area outside of and around DC, but that also, well, what is that? Is that a territory? I think it's considered a territory, and that's supposed to be under the United States, or I might have it reversed. One of the two. I haven't looked at it in a while. My bad. But anyway, we own one, and then the other one is privately held. My brain's not there right now. Oh, y'all just going to town over here with y'all little y'all in all kind of conversations. All right, it's cool. Where can I find state dependence within this state? That one I don't know, John. All I know is you should be able to pull the book on that, or else go to Cornell Law EDU. They have sections of all those things that should be in there. You have to go to the Cornell Law and then go to the CFR section and then do a search within there. and then you'll have to step through it and find it from there. I haven't focused in there. I only come across that stuff as I bumble around. Well, Shiro, depends on how much. Give me video on the affidavit. Thanks for that. I would just do a general Google search on foreclosure fraud. I would go to Google Scholar. Go on Google and type in Google Scholar, and then type in foreclosure fraud and look up all the cases that have already been done on foreclosure fraud, and download those cases and copy and paste and make your affidavit bella. Okay, that's how I do it. Yes, thank you, Fire. I just started taking magnesium, but what I didn't know is that there's multiple types of magnesium. So the one I was taking before, which wasn't doing me a whole lot of, well, I won't say it wasn't doing me a whole lot of good, but it was magnesium based for mental health, not the full body. Okay, which I didn't know that. So thank you for that. Yep. So that is awesome. Yep. See, this is what I'm talking about when we bring everybody together. So can being a Mason boost your level on being a non-citizen national? I like them books, man. You got just about 7. No, I'll be honest with you. Most Masons I know don't know anything about this. So it's not going to boost it. You already have everything you have. You being born in the private, you were then given a legal entity, a business from the state, so a franchise underneath them to operate your life in commerce in their area. And now that you know that, and you know that you have a private side, and that, we'll use my name, James C. Lovett, is the legal entity. It's not who I physically am, because I'm separating that mentally. I now know that James C. Lovett is an entity. It is a front. I consider and call myself James Charles of the House of Lovett, or Lord James. That is who I consider myself. So I can be I am the owner of the vessel. So I can go and take off James C. Lovett and still use that if I need to be. But in the private, I'm James Charles of the House of Lovett, of the nation of Lovett. So, yeah, no, being a Mason will help you in some political aspects. They network amongst themselves, but not so much in status correction. Irvin, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I just stumbled across this, didn't get a notification. Did you sign up? Did you hit the bell, like, and subscribe on YouTube? If you did not, it might mean that they're shadow banning me once again, which I don't, it's not like I have a huge channel, so I don't know why they're doing that, but it is what it is. There's financial reasons behind why they limit how many people, because if all 50,000, I always wondered, how come like 20,000 people don't pop up all at the same time to watch my video? Is because they shadow ban you to keep you from being able to send out instantaneous amounts of information. Because think about it. All of the people who try to get me to advertise on my channel, and I say no to probably like 90% of them. I could be making a whole lot of money just on advertisement, and I don't. I would have the equivalency of reaching 100,000 people roughly. That's the size of a city. Do you know how much money YouTube and the rest of them should then pay me? That's like advertising through the whole city of Little Rock. You know what I mean? Or whatever. So, yeah, they shadow ban for financial reasons. So some other people will get a notification later. And they're like, oh, I missed it. That's why. Did you happen to get the email I forwarded you yesterday? The corp keeps trying to bill me. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I responded back to that. If not, this is probably more so for, you know, our private consultations and stuff, but you know, authorize them to discharge it and send a CC copy to the district attorney and the chief judge in your area and to the clerk. Okay. So unless you guys want some of your information out there, I would suggest doing a consultation. Those are just my words, my thoughts, advice, educational, informational purpose only. You can do what you guys want to do. Well, how to be in the private, that's easy. I can do that all day. Dealing with custody battles. As somebody, and I will be honest because I don't lie to you guys, I'm just starting to go through that right now myself. That was one of the things why I've been having high blood pressure, because now I have to learn about dealing with the private side and all of that. So as I endeavor to learn the rest of that show of SHIT, I will let you guys know. That's why I'm good at all the rest of the stuff I've brought you, because I've been through that storm. Okay. So as I learn, you guys should learn too. Meanwhile, yes, you can get the books off of Amazon. You can get the emails and files off of me, the free files off of me in Black Site 32. We can do a private consultation. You can watch the videos. You can get David E. Robinson's Meet Your Straw Man, and we can take care of it from there. Oh, I don't know if you're talking about me, but all the information is actually right here. So Instagram, Patreon, all of my contacts are going to be at the bottom. If you're talking about me. If not, then I jumped into you guys' conversation by accident. The website for the plates are customsigns.com. Saffron, okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, I'm taking garlic right now and apple cider vinegar gummies. Unless you're trying to tell me I need to lose weight. I mean, I am heavy. I'm like 200 pounds. People, oh, you don't look like it. Yeah, I'm a heavy boy. Take moringa bitters at Badwolf. We rebuking high blood pressure. I rebuke you, high blood pressure. In the name of the Lord, I rebuke you. I am healthy. Can I get a on that and amen? Little twin around here. When we post your videos on the Federal Rules of Procedure, Mr. Wolf. Well, I have the book, and I am behind schedule with studying it to be able to bring you guys that particular aspect, because I launched the 5 other channels. I got like 80 more free files on Black Site. I automated the file delivery system, so I'm a little bit behind on that part and teaching you guys how to sue, but I will make that a priority. I just burned through 6 books in the last 4 days. So it is coming. I apologize. I did say I would have it by now, so I am behind on that, but we will get there. Is there a website to create a coat of arms? Yes, you can. I don't have the name of that offhand, but if you go on Google, you type in your last name and type in coat of arms, you will find your family already has one out there. If you're going to use it, you can use it, but if you're going to use it for making money, then you need to modify that coat of arms. Otherwise, go to what is that? I just used them. You can go to any one of these sites. You can get a freelance person to create designs for you. Fiverr, I think it's Fiverr, right? And you can tell them you want a coat of arms. You can tell them you like wolves, swords, unicorns, blue, black, whatever, and they will custom make you designs. So, or find a blank one out there and use it. Put your own stuff in there, or find one you like and open up Paint and modify it. That's all you have to do. You can use any image you want in the world, even if it's copywritten, if you change it by more than 25 to 32%, somewhere in there, and it becomes a new thing. Okay, so make it happen. Let me be. Good night at Bianca James. All right, good night. And we have a new member. Let's welcome Ronald to the family. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So yeah, if you get the plates done, yeah, they're the ones who have the big embosser. Okay, you're gonna find it a hard time finding a place that embosses, and not all of the states actually do the embossing. Not all of them do, which is really weird because they look like they were fake. I was like, somebody made some fake plates, but some states actually just have them flat. Okay, but if you can find a company that does do the embossing, that's even better. But yeah, so there's lots of ones out there. The ones I have, they're aluminum, so metallized. Got the name of my public transmitting utility, which is foreign. It's my own government, and it is registered. And so I use that to operate in the real world. Rotten Apple says Michigan still has prisoners who make plates. Okay, that seems very old and barbaric, but hey, get it done. Embossed, yes, embossed plates. Floyd, I have a call. You must get on after your show. All right, give me about 8 minutes because I was just going to run this one for 2 hours anyway, and I will be on that call. All right. So we are running to a close. This was a very impromptu night. So if you guys have 1 or 2 last questions, if I missed it, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, please set up a consultation. Before you do that, remember you can go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so check it out. Go to the YouTube channel, scroll down to where it says playlists, and I'll have live, passport, whatever. If you go all the way over to the right, there'll be a little magnifying glass and a search window will pop up. Not the one on top. This is a special one for just my videos within YouTube. You can use that to type in passport or W4V or whatever and find just the videos where I mention those key things. Or go to the playlist that says full video list. When you click that, you'll be able to see all the videos ever done, or click the specific playlist that says passport or public entity or whatever it says, and find it that way. So am I on the do not detain list? Yes. If you want me to keep it real, I was reached out to by an agent who asked me why I was on the do not detain list. So when I tell you guys that they watch my channel, I told you they do. All right. You know, I've already proven that time and time again. It's all good. They're trying to stay apprised of what's going on. But I sincerely hope that in them watching my channel, hi guys, that they actually review it. And when they review it, they're going to find that we're right. This information is in all the places I show them. You have to understand that even the government is operating within their given jurisdiction. And I'm not going to say names, but a lady I know who went to the government, she had renounced her 14th Amendment U.S. citizenship and her nationality, and she was asking them for certain services, and they go, well, according to your file, we can't help you because you're not a U.S. citizen and you're not a national. That's why I tell people, be careful if you're going to renounce, because they take it seriously. So not all the low-level functionaries know what we know, because you would have to study constitutional law. Okay? These agents don't do that. Okay? If you want to know, you have to get stuff like this, an introduction to constitutional law. So the states operate with state law and their own constitution, not the Constitution for the United States of America. This is the supreme law right here so judicated or adjudicated by the Supreme Court and carried out by the federal courts. And they supersede all of the state courts, period. And if you want to know how to operate in there and sue these people, municipalities and whatever else, you have to know this information. But they don't know that. So within their sandbox in the backyard of the Constitution, they're the head honchos there. Because if you've agreed to play with your kids in the sandbox and you told your kid you're the king, then you are the subject. And that's what we did to the kids in the sandbox, the states. But who owns the house and the yard? We the people, the Constitution, the Supreme Court. So thanks for playing. You can only control that which gives you control. And if you take back your control, then they don't control you. Slavery's been outlawed in the United States of America. So how can they tell you what to do unless you've done something criminal? If you haven't done anything criminal, they can't tell you what to do. Oh, wait, yeah, they can, because they're using your legal name against you. And because you haven't created a private side, a private name, a private persona to become a non-resident of the state once again. As long as you keep using their stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt somebody's feelings? Their stuff? Did I call your house their stuff? Did I call your car their stuff? Did I call your children's stuff? Yeah, because you registered all those things to the state with your all capitalized name, your straw man, your nom de gore, your war name, your public transmitting utility. And until you move it into the public, hey, here's the thing. That's why when you pass away with your house not in a private trust, they get to probate it because you registered it to them. And anything you've registered to them, the word registered in Black Law's dictionary means to abandon. So essentially, you gave it up to them. You're so kind. You gave them a house, your car. You got to work 30 years for it, and then you got to pay taxes on it because you registered it to them. So not only you're paying for your house that's not even really fully yours, but you're paying them a fee to live in your own house because you registered your house incorrectly, or correctly if you wanted it to be in the public. But you can change all of that by creating private trusts and operating your private persona, moving back to common law. Unless you don't want to. I've got lots of friends and family who know this information because they're around me all the time. And they're like, nope, I'm good. I want to stay over here. I'm happy to be a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen. And there's nothing actually wrong with that. If you're happy with it. If you're not happy with it, then you need to change it. You need to unregister it. You need to, hold on. Well, depends on where you registered it. But if you registered it, but yet you still have ownership of it, then create a private trust, sell the mobile home to the private trust, and tell them you are only recording it. You're not registering it. I'm recording that this is the new owner, and the new owner, which doesn't have a name registered to the state, is a non-resident. Now, the mobile home, it might be a little bit different. They might say, oh, this is only for U.S. citizens, blah, 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 because it might be private land. I don't know all the ins and outs. We'd have to probably do a consultation to figure out all the ins and outs of that, but you get the idea. My house right now is in the name of my trust. My trust is private. The trust does not have I didn't register my trust name as a commercial entity to the state. My trust name does not have a birth certificate like James Lovett, that entity, registered with the state. So it's considered private and foreign. Anything I now move into that private trust, I sell to that trust, now becomes private. If you have a CDL or you do Uber, Anything for profit on the public roads that we, the people and the private, own. See, the police can only govern legally or administer over commercial transactions. If you read the administrative code, it says they are to supervise us, but they are to govern and administer law over the commercial side. So when you get a license the way you do, you are telling them that you are a commercial entity. So if you are doing CDL, you cannot do right to travel unless you're doing CDL in your work truck, work vehicle, and you have a separate and distinct private vehicle. But if you're doing Uber Eats or CDL in your personal vehicle, that's commercial. You can't do it. Yeah, we did a video on that a couple years ago. But yeah, they tried to tell me I couldn't sign like that. I asked them, are you giving me legal advice? And they shut up. Yeah, ask them, are you giving me legal advice? Because they can't. They can be sued for that. And they're the public. The public officers cannot give you legal advice unless they're a licensed attorney. And then you can ask them for what code, what state code, what statute says I cannot do this. I'm reserving my rights. But some of them will try to fight you on it because they don't know. I had one lady tell one of my clients, oh, we don't have that form. You've been watching too much YouTube. And another lady came out of the back. She goes, oh, wait, are you talking about the form to cancel your license? Yeah, we have it right here. The other lady was like, oh. And that lady was like, the one who was talking trash, she was like, I've been here 16 years. 16 years of not knowing all the forms and not knowing how to do your job 100%. But that's okay. We don't get down on these people. We keep it jovial. We keep it proper. We keep it respectful. We maintain our business composure because these are also our fellow nationals who are not woke, who do not know what's going on, who've been told by their managers who kind of know what's going on, who are told by their board members and who know exactly what's going on to tell the people that you deal with in the public, don't tell them anything. Just keep it basic. Call them this. If they push, have them talk to the manager. You ever wonder why they have them do that? Because the manager knows the difference between the private and the public side. I heard a manager straight out tell one person, oh, you're a secured party creditor. Oh, you're a private sector citizen. They know what it is, but if you walk in there thinking you're Billy Bad Butt, they're going to laugh at you because they're told everybody who walks in here is a U.S. citizen and part of the public, and the public is stupid. Until you stand out and say who you are to the right person, you're the public. Public is dumb. And the trash heap has spoken. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm about to wrap it up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I've got a last minute powwow to attend to. You guys take care. Stay wise, stay woke, stay aware. I will get back to either every week or every other week doing lives. I will give you guys more notice next time and see if we can get the numbers a little higher. But I just wanted to jump out there on a Tuesday like I used to do, another Tuesday night live. Thank you for everybody who's participated. Your boy is out. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to check out everything. Oh, the guy on the horse. Yeah, who got pulled over by the cops. Yeah. They were totally in the wrong for that because as long as he's not on the main street. But see, here's the thing. The Amish are on the street with horses. Why don't they bother the Amish? Oh, because the Amish are their own government. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Check out Black Site 32, guys. Check out the discounts, the new programs, the free files, the services, the public, my cousin who's a mobile notary, the videos, all that's on there, guys. Don't give up on yourselves. If you get knocked down, dust off, take a breath, keep going. I believe in each and every one of you guys. We are all pieces of this puzzle. So put your piece in and keep going. Nobody ever promised you that it was all going to be perfect, but nobody also promised you that it was all going to be bad. Everything is always going to ebb and flow. All right. And what is this? What am I doing right here? This is the flow of the sea. Okay. And what is in the sea? The commercial, commerce, the commerce sea, commercial. All right. So take it for what it's worth. Enjoy the good and save that to get you through the bad. All right. I believe in each one of you guys. His dude said it's real horsepower. Keep the faith, keep light in your heart, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace from the Bad Wolf.